It's really, really nice to meet ya. I just met this 5'7" guy who's just my type. Like the way he's speaking, his confidence is peaking. Don't like his baggy jeans, but I'ma like what's underneath them. No, I ain't been to MIA. I heard that Cali never went to New York, by the way. Well, first I'll see the West End, and I'll show you to my best friend. I'm liking this American boy, and I wanna scream and shout and let it all out. And scream and shout and let it out. We're saying, oh yeah, we go, yo. You are now rocking with American boy. Take me out this weekend, take me to Parkway. Let's go shopping, baby, then we'll go to a cafe. Take me out this weekend, take me to your hood. I love to visit Brooklyn, cause I like to see what's good. Dressed in all your fancy clothes, freakers looking fresh to death. I'm loving your sharp toes. Walking that walk, talk that tick-tock. I'm liking this American boy, and I wanna scream and shout and let it all out. And scream and shout and let it out. We're saying, oh yeah, we go, yo. You are now rocking with American boy. Thank you. Thank you. Give me 2 seconds to get a little tune. Spoken word / song piece, and it's called Wake Up Call, and I thought I'd do that for you guys again today. Recently I've gone through a series of wake-up calls. Wake up before you lose it all. It's not about the rise, just fall into my arms. You can trust in our love. Pain is a temporary feature of a brighter day. I can't help but feel down when people around think life just happens to you. It's not true when inspiration, motivation and freedom allows you to explore your truth. So don't give in to the infliction, a habit of habitat. Imagine that we could be different away. These are invaluable lessons in a land full of impressions. Conquer anything with your mind and time. Recently I've gone through a series of wake-up calls. Wake up before you lose it all. Fall into my arms, you can trust in our love. Pain is a temporary feature of a brighter day. I said recently I found myself with some wake-up calls. Wake up before you lose it all. Just fall into my arms, you can trust in our love. Pain is a temporary feature of a brighter day. So wake up, take hold of your consciousness, step out of your subconsciousness. You'll find yourself consciousness. Wake up, grey skies don't mean a rainy day. Blue sky won't take away your pain. So I'm gonna say again, wake up, don't leave your fate to fate. It's fake, the power is within every one of us. I said the power is within every one of us. I said the power is within every one of us. Cause recently I've gone through a series of wake-up calls. Wake up before you lose it all. It's not about the rise. Fall into my arms, you can trust in our love. Pain is a temporary feature of a brighter day. I said recently I found myself with some wake-up calls. Wake up before you lose it all. Just fall into my arms, you can trust in our love. Pain is a temporary feature of a brighter day. Thank you. Single, and also the title of my EP is called Her Favourite Song. And it's basically about when your best mate goes through something really bad and you're trying to work out how to support them. So kind of a weird premise, but I hope you like it. I said that I would play her favourite song. I said that I would be there when she found out that you were gone. I know that only starlight and a kiss from a god could make this better. Cause you said forever. Whoa, night dreams turning into daydreams. Nothing's quite what it seems when you lose your love. And I can only try to make it easier than it's been. Now that you're gone, and now that you're gone, I'm picking up the pieces, fixing all the pieces, scraping up the pieces of her heart, of her heart. She said that I was perfect, That's cause she only ever saw me on a good day. She said it wasn't possible to feel alive when she's burning in the worst way. And now a smoky dim lip bar is more appealing than a foreign car. I can't make this better, cause you said forever. Oh, night dreams turning into daydreams. Nothing's quite what it seems when you lose your love, lose your love.
You can see. So I guess something that interested me about like why I wrote this piece was, I guess, being Black British, we don't tend to get our stories or experiences kind of documented, and especially like when it comes to spoken word pieces, it'll either be like, not necessarily say complaining, but like it doesn't necessarily document the actual experience or teach you anything. And I guess for me it was more about self-discovery and actually figuring out, okay, what is my own history and what things have I learned, and kind of being able to share that with you. So this piece is actually interactive, so I'm going to need your help. When I say but then, I need you to say the channel changes. Can you do that? We're going to do a test run. But then
the channel changes.
Nice. Okay, let's begin. See, ours is an interesting story. A Black British history, this diaspora's tales, just like the Anansi's of our childhoods, are intricately spun. Our British identities intersect with nations and islands formed all under this sun. Imagine and take a journey with me. You turn on an old box set and watch as these black and white grains, static silhouette stutters, stagger onto the dark vortex that is your TV screen. But then,
the channel changes
and shows us our shared memories of a Sophia in London. We remember how even if you weren't a Black British, Nigerian or Ghanaian, by default you were conscripted, recruited and forced to pick a side, long grain, sticky basmati rice, you couldn't hide. We are as old as the borrowed rivalry of our jollof rice wars, and we fought them with pride. But then,
the channel changes.
And we're going back in time, let's rewind, switching channels from the 90s to the noughties. Old sitcoms from Desmond to Little Miss Jocelyn, jostling her accents on our TV screens. Old films forgotten, fallen figures flickering like flames through the lost memories we reclaim. Don't let the media deceive you. Before blackness burdened the BBC, before it bolted and broke treaties on broadcasting our Britishness. See, its licenses have been lying since the day they deleted archival evidence of our presence on our TV screens. What if I told you these keys were played by a Black woman? These funky honky-tonk sounds that spun televised white figures round and around. What if I told you her name was Winifred Atwell? But she's remembered not because she couldn't act well, but with accolades upon accolades. It was because her dark skin made their stereotype facts firm. Well, it wouldn't be the first time. But then,
the channel changes.
And we're flung right back into the modern day where postcodes have devolved into a battleground. Man on road moved away from cocoa pops and sugar cane till he started religiously cocaine pushing his way to freedom. We find ourselves in Brixton, rioting against the racist institution historically setting our communities as the firing range for their oppression. But Linton Kwesi Johnson tells it better than me in the year of the Great Insurrection. Shifting focus, the camera shows us how, from the islands of former plantations, our elders came here to plant nations in between the cracks of these cobblestone streets. Redoubling their efforts to rush away with the wind, they Windrush squared their journeys here. Communities created to turn broken backs into building blocks, but now nostalgia creeps in like a shuddering clock as we watch blue baton bruises spread through our Brixton. But then,
the channel changes.
She's honestly tired of hearing about concrete jungles and red bricks because they don't build for permanence anymore. Instead, Starbucks windows fills our streets whilst gentrified glass manages to bypass the hearts of our communities. We experience architectures of terror on the daily. Tower Hamlet stretches unfazed towards a Canary Wharf that can never save you. But then,
the channel changes.
And in this scene, we know about the hustle in our own kind of way. We're working class, barely managing, but we took it day by day. Growing up, Grandma Silver was always safely tucked away to be replaced by the wooden spoon poised, righteously to beat our fingertips. These lines reflect the etching out of its wooden usage on the daily hassles of our childhoods. We graffiti sprayed silver belt buckle tears. Back when society's Polaroid perception into our lives only perceived the hard stare that we wore for an uncaring society. But we Black British and we proud, we know our boroughs and our backgrounds better than the backs of our palms as we crisscross through echoing back alleyways. But then,
the channel changes.
And now I'm off to uni, ready to start this new course in my life, one that just might reflect the academic discourse I'd already formed in my life. But on arriving, I realized I had to click on a search bar to find out what the system's education had failed to teach me. See, I had had my search barred, and so I sent myself out as a search party, looking to find the forgotten reflections of myself through history, wading through waters, thirsting for Black British women's work, an existence now made a mysterious history. But then,
Channel changes.
and we see a version of me asking my reflection just how it is that my speech could be free. When it's a descendant of words don't even recognize me, you say we speak slang until the appropriate time for you to appropriate our tongues, but like Miss Lou said, I guess we've come to colonize in reverse, like, hey God, I am here inciting rhyme to riot, and I'm telling it quiet. See, we're blatantly Black British. But what if I told you our history didn't just start in the Windrush 60s, that we can take it back all the way back to the 16th century? Would you believe me? What if I told you of Sarah Forbes Bonetta Davies, the young Yoruba girl now known as Queen Victoria's black goddaughter? Or of 18th century Alauda Equiano, a former slave who bought his freedom and wrote for days for other slaves to try to free them? But then,
Channel changes.
and we're back to reality. So please, turn off your TV and just listen to me. See, I didn't just come here to list off hidden historical figures, because I figure we are still living, still breathing testimonies of our excellence. We are the histories of tomorrow in the making, so remember this whenever they make King or Mandela the exceptions to their rule. The only narrative that they'd ever let you be taught in British schools. That we are Black, that we are British, and we are fully exceptional. So remember my diaspora, because we deadly and dangerous. It's not enough just to hear me say it, you've got to research, relearn, and go right ahead and reclaim it. Because once we know our history, just know that there will never be even a remote chance that any channel could ever change us. Princess Peace. A little black girl with bright eyes and a little red dress watches as she sees herself reflected in the image of her inspiration. A Windrush empire of people dressed in their Sunday best, an image of church hats, iron skirts, sensible shoes, handkerchiefs pressed tightly into palms. Forward-looking foremothers who in their self-sacrifice were the bricklayers, building brick by precious brick on foreign lands to build houses that we could call our homes. They were the pilots who manufactured wings on being told would never touch the skies, dare to dream, and then taught themselves to fly. This is an ode to Olive Morris, a Brixton Black Panther who at age 17 stepped into the face of injustice as bold as the 18. But resting now on the Brixton pound note, it was noted that she was a wonder of a woman. But like low-hanging fruit from the heavens, she was plucked too early from this life at age 27. This is an ode to Black women who walked in legacies too weighty to bear, who strove to beat the odds because growing up they had to beat every rod of injustice and every knee scraped was another hurdle overcome. This is an ode to William Brown, the first Black woman sailor to set to sea as part of the Royal British Navy. An ode to Mary Seacole, a nurse now famous we find, delivering first aid to soldiers on the front lines and a healing touch to those whom the Crimean War left behind. This is an ode to Adelaide Hall, who in 1941 became the highest paid entertainer, to Lady Lawrence, who lived her life as a justice campaigner, to Claudia Jones, who with music filling her bones became the mother of Notting Hill Carnival. This is an ode to all the mothers of our Black British history who, on finding no one to reflect themselves, became their own magic mirrors, so future generations could forever see their own light reflected in you so clearly. You who wear resilience on your tongue, who take governments to courts like a skilled tennis player knocking sixes out of Brexit. You who come from the arms of immigrants, the hearts of working class parents who, like cogs in a machine, took their places as bus conductors and cleaners. Night nurses and practical dreamers helping run the machine, but still finding time to transfer money home till yellow Western Union shops became the telephones connecting our bloodline. Princess Peace. Thank you. Yeah, so on Instagram it's Princess Peace _. On Twitter it is _Princess Peace. So for the first piece, so for the Black British contingent, which the acronym is the BBC, I'm actually in the process of filming a short film for that, so that should be coming out soon. So if you follow me on my socials, again Princess Peace _, you should be able to see that. Thank you for having me.
This is what happens when you give me food. This is amazing. Look at this.
Yeah, I did. What about yourself?